The last thing I'm going to do is just tweak this dialogue track to make it sound a little bit better. It's a bit thin, a bit tinny. I can give it a little bit more gravitas just using a simple effect like audio, bass, and treble. First thing I'll do is just crank up the bass all the way. This is a fairly subtle effect, but let's go ahead and preview that.
Boy, it's really rolling hills, Joe. Just like 14. Up and down we go.
And without.
Boy, it's really rolling.
Yeah, it's a little less edgy with that bass in. And let's cut the treble back a small amount, like maybe only minus 25%, just to get rid of some of the scratchiness. Now, oddly enough, this is almost the opposite of what I normally do with dialogue. Yes, I might add some bass to add some gravitas to the voice, but if I need more intelligibility, I'll actually add a little bit of treble to the voice just to give those higher frequencies and higher harmonics to help something cut through and makes it more intelligible. But since this is already very trebly, very scratchy, I'm cutting a little bit.
Boy, it's really rolling hills, Joe. Just like 14. Up and down we go. It feels like we need the seatbelts, doesn't it, Jim?
Yeah, that's a little bit better quality. It's still obviously a radio transmission from a faraway place, but it's no longer quite as annoying to listen to. It's got more body, it's got less scratch to it. And again, After Effects' own audio effects are pretty weak. If you want to do some heavy-duty processing, I would recommend using an application such as Adobe Audition, which is part of the Production Premium bundle as of CS 5.5. As a matter of fact, in the course we did on the new features in After Effects CS 5.5, we included a couple movies on how you can just get started using Adobe Audition. But if you're stuck with just After Effects, a little bit of bass and treble can really help just add a little bit of polish to your final mix. Now, we've been focusing on just the audio mix during the last few movies, but if you are curious though, in the Comps Finished folder, we did create a final version of this comp, which includes lots of video layers as well. And you'll see that we ended up fading up the video layers in time with the music, just like we faded the music down in time with the dialogue. We also did some more refined editing where instead of just cutting into the dialogue, we faded into the dialogue. So the radio noise fades in rather than starts abruptly, and the radio noise fades out rather than ends abruptly. And we have some other opacity fades going on with these video tracks. Let's preview that quickly just so you can see and hear the final mix.
Boy, it's really rolling hills, Joe. Just like 14. Up and down we go. It feels like we need the seatbelts, doesn't it, Jim?
So you can see we timed the fade up and fade downs of the video to match the music and dialogue fades, and we even timed an event in the video, this little emerging pattern, to go ahead and match the hits happening in the music. Once you get more sensitive to mixing audio and timing audio and video to each other, you'll really raise the production value of your jobs above other people who just slap these things together.